Welcome, ladies and gents, to another BTNeanderthal video. Today we are covering day 2 beta. We tried the assassin today, and so far, we started off with martial arts. So far, I think things are looking good overall on the assassin. But yeah, we'll jump into martial arts first. So, Fists of Fire, Blades of Ice, and Claws of Thunder with Phoenix Strike. That build itself with the synergies is actually like really good, I'd say. I think it's a really fun build. I think Phoenix Strike is good. Like actually good. I'm not saying it's the best build. I'm not saying it's the fastest clear, but I think it's actually good. The fact that you do like a whole bunch of different light elemental damages is kind of cool too. Say you come across like a really strong immunity, you can swap to that like certain element, right? As far as Cobra Strike, I think Knight said he's gonna work on like fixing some things, but Cobra Strike was pretty underwhelming. It's nice that it's a synergy with Venom now and it adds more damage there, but all this stuff is pretty bad. That's the TLDR. All this stuff is pretty bad. I mean, Dragonflight's a utility skill, but yeah, it's... So basically the way that martial arts feels in practice, when you're doing maps and various things, we tested it for like 3.5 hours. If you're not on single player 0 ping, then you're gonna have a really hard time swapping between different charges in time, first of all. And then second of all, like with the combination of an IAS, like cap, it's going to be hard to actually consistently do exactly what you want to do. So it's best to just hold down the button and then swap to whatever is needed for the situation. Which also makes finishers kind of useless. If there was something like an AoE physical Nova with Tiger Strike or something in the finishing moves, then maybe that's how they can fix it. But again, this is beta, things can change. But overall, I was kind of disappointed with Cobra Strike. Its damage was okay, but the mechanical portion of it is bad. Onto Shadow Disciplines. Mind Blast is pretty much the thing that got changed here. It's kind of the exact same, I'd say. It's like, it's just a little bit weaker. So really not a huge change there, but it's just a little weaker. And then, the Venom is here on this page, as I was saying earlier. Venom is... it's nice because it's got the Cobra Strike synergy. I tried it with Whirlwind. I think there's potential there. But I'm not a huge fan of the Whirlwind. As far as traps now. So, traps, we did Death Sentry, we did Wake of Fire, did Lightning Sentry, Wake of Inferno, Chain Lightning Sentry, Charge Bolt. We even tried Blade Shield, as you see here. That was actually my first time ever playing Blade Shield. Blade Shield is really strong for like declone. It's okay for Ubers too. But like maps, it'll kill stuff, but it's like no AoE. Blade Shield's looking good. Use on declone. Wait, why can't I spawn my... Okay. Holy crap, dude, I killed him before his first wave. That is actually so much damage. Death Sentry and Wake of Fire and all this stuff, it says there's a nerf. There's like a buff in the early game and a nerf in the end game. After now having tested it with facets and various things like that, all these nerfs, there's actually a buff overall. It was all actually a buff. Pretty good. Pretty good, dude. Wake of Fire is stronger now. With Death Sentry combos, all the stuff is stronger. And why? It's because you can now use facets and pierce. So you can use like Fire Lizard's Talons and things like that. I tried the lightning and chain lightning, and those are stronger and you can use them, but you really benefit. They really only start to kick in once you actually have like a lot of plus skills, and you know, you're hitting like 45 lightning sentry, 45 chain lightning sentry, and then you kind of use death sentry as like the filler to smooth out the gameplay. Again, all these things are subject to change. This is just day 2, what I have to say on the beta. So that's kind of the sum up of the assassin, and we're covering the paladin next. All right, ladies and gents, we just did the paladin, and let's cover all of it. We started off with Fists of Heavens, so that's what chat voted for, and it was bad. It was real bad. It's good that it hits everything now. Can you run it? Yeah, I guess. Again, you have to remember I'm a little bit biased against it as well, but it's like my least favorite skill in the game, but it's better. I'll give you that. FOH is not good. Then we did Holy Bolt. Holy Bolt is still fine. The nerf, you do see the damage is slightly lower, but you gotta remember, like, it can heal your teammates. It's like a team build skill, so I still think it's fine. It's still shotguns. They decided to keep the shotgun and just lower the damage. It is still fine. So, it's looking good still. We tried out Blessed Hammer with the buff. It was 10% synergies, and now it's 12. And it's good in vanilla content, but in maps, it's like slow. It's a lot of work. Holy Bolt is still better. Like, it's just the mechanics of the way the skill is. Like, that's what makes it rough. It's not necessarily like a good, huge AoE skill. Like, Hammer has always been something that, you know, it's a boss sniper. You teleport from boss to boss and kill the boss and go to the next one. You don't care about the trash as much. And, yeah. So it's harder for this one to be more relevant in maps. Anyways, also, if you didn't know, Senpai nerfed the shields, and now Pally shields are maxed out at 30 all resist. That's something I found out earlier. My soul hurts, dude, because I love Paladin shields. So now 30 all res Sacred Targe is the best in slot, not 45. Resist fire. As much as I love OP stuff, this is ridiculous, dude. This is ridiculous. Well, it's still OP. It's still freaking OP. You literally walk around and things die. I took off all my skill charms, all my skillers here, and literally was melting the boss. No skillers, dude. Literally no skillers. Yeah, it still needs a nerf. And then, honestly, I feel like Dream Pally is in a good spot. Like, I feel like it's... I think it could stay where it's at. That's pretty much the Paladin summed up. It's kind of nice that they added, like, no mana cost, the prayer and stuff, but... Alright, so we finished the Paladin, and now we're on to the Druid. So, we tested everything new with the Druid, and that is the elemental skills. Basically, the entire page is new. And Twister, Tornado, and Hurricane actually feel way better now. They're like, you can clear maps, you can do maps, you can do vanilla content. It's all really good. And And actually, like Firestorm, like the fire druid, actually feels like an S tier class build. So I really like the damage output between having Armageddon in the background and Volcano doing physical damage with Molten Boulder. Molten Boulder is just fun. Bowling Druid is just fun to play. Holy crap. Molten Boulder just wrecked him. Fire Druid is awesome. Really am happy with the Elemental Druid. It's taken a turn compared to Season 1. Season 1 it was really weak, and I'm glad to see it actually doing something in Season 2 so far. Again, anything can change, but I think it's in a good spot. Shapeshifting. We did Rabies. Rabies now goes up to like, we had it up to like 75, 78k or something. And the other day when we did the Rabies in Season 1, we had 65k. So we got a good solid like, you know, 10-12% increase in damage over Rabies with the buff. Also, it had like fully geared. I had like 3900 life as opposed to 3200 life. Pretty much the exact same gear-ish. Definitely a buff in damage, definitely a buff in life. And I'm glad to see those things because it was having a little bit of a hard time with survivability, using two-handed weapons all the time. So Shockwave, I feel like it's AoE, like it's a good skill now. I feel like it does enough damage. And Hunger feels like, you know, the movement speed is nice. If you're gonna go Shockwave, Hunger's kind of nice there. But the problem is with Shockwave, I feel like the AoE is just not good enough. It's like almost there. So hopefully they'll make a buff to Shockwave's AoE. I think the damage is okay, but like either range or more projectiles that shoot out so you can have a wider spread. Or maybe both. I don't know. I think that would be cool to see. Oh yeah, Fury. We did Fury, we did Rabies. So Fury, it melts bosses. You just need to have AR. You need to have make sure you do add attack rating to your build, but it'll melt bosses. Declone, it's not necessarily the best mapper, but it will do bosses pretty well. And then we tried Poison Creeper. All I can say about Poison Creeper is that I tested an end game and early game. Early game is very good for leveling right now. It is very OP. There's an Oak Sage change. It feels nice, I guess. It's not like the biggest deal, but I think for support Druid, I think people are gonna like that if you're actually gonna go support Druid. But I think we'll need to see some damage buffs in the end game for like Poison Creeper or something. Thank you all for watching. I think that's gonna be doing it for today. Much love. We'll be back tomorrow. You guys are beasts.